Why do they have Chopper?
Yeah, why do they have Chopper?
It's like, R2-D2 makes sense because he's friendly and he's
badass.
effective, and you have to have some sort of reason to keep problem characters around, especially when they're droids. So it's like, okay, it's not like it's a person with feelings. So, I mean, if the droid is causing problems, just like wipe it and reboot it, or chuck it and get a better one. Like, if your toaster keeps burning your toast, you chuck it and you get a new one. So, I was thinking about it, and there's 15 episodes in season 1. So if we were to see like a 3-act structure kind of thing, you know, it'd be 5-episode batches.
Yeah.
And I think this is kind of what they've done. I mean, like, episodes 1 to 5 were like bringing Ezra in, establishing the different characters and his relationships to them. And it kind of ended with Kanan being like, okay, I will take you as my apprentice. And now we've started the 2nd act where he's now like part of the crew and doing his thing as apprenticey boy. So yeah, we'll see where it goes from here.
Okay.
So how about teaching me some of those high-flying moves?
You fly my ship? You really think you're ready?
Not ready. Not ready!
Yeah, it's a goofy kids show.
Yeah.
Well, we've gotten ourselves into another fine mess.
I was wondering why that line sounded
familiar.
familiar. Brings back such wonderful memories.
Wonderful memories.
Shut up, Ahsoka 2.0.
Where, may I ask, does this intel come from?
You may ask.
Could we maybe focus a little more on not dying?
I thought that's what she was doing. Where are the other two?
I'm sure they're off doing whatever mission this is part of the plan of. I guess I just don't like how they're both like yelling at Hera. I get it's for humor, but it's like,
Yeah, it
let
does
the
show.
lady do her job.
Yeah, it shows a lack of trust in her.
It's like showing good teamwork.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe that's the point, that they're showing, okay, things aren't jiving well. But then also, like, I mean, maybe it's just not the right time and they'll tell later, but like her not being forthright with Sabine, it's like, do you not trust Sabine? Like, why won't you tell her what your source is? I thought she was a trusted member of this crew.
You never told us why the mission was so important.
Fulcrum's intel is on a need-to-know basis.
I think they need to know. If you're gonna include them, then they need to know.
Oh, that was lucky.
It's Hera's job to find missions that create problems for the Empire and profit for us. If she trusts the contact, I trust the contact. No questions asked.
Maybe there should be questions asked.
At the Imperial Academy, they didn't want me to ask questions either. That didn't work for me.
That's actually a nice bit of characterization.
Yeah.
Chopper, as soon as Ezra's out of the repair duct, purge him!
You expect him to wait? He's not gonna wait. Stupid droid! Why has no one scrapped him yet?
Not funny.
You have a wrench in your hand. Take it and murder Chopper. Thank you. Thank you.
You can run a diagnostic on Chopper when I'm done with it.
Thank you.
Chopper! I'm gonna dismantle like that nut bucket!
Yes, please do.
Why do they have Chopper?
Yeah, why do they have Chopper?
It's like, R2-D2 makes sense because he's cool and he's friendly and he's
badass.
effective, and like you're wondering sometimes, why didn't they bring R2? You have to have some sort of reason to keep problem characters around, especially when they're droids. So it's Star Wars, so it's like, okay, it's not like it's a person with feelings. It's a droid. So, I mean, if the droid is causing problems, just like wipe it and reboot it, or chuck it and get a better one. Like, but then yeah, it's kind of like they're kind of like pets, but it's like, you know, if your dog keeps biting you, You don't keep your dog. You just, I'm sorry. There's a problem with the dog. Fix it, please. And I mean, like, actually getting into a conversation of dogs and why they bite and stuff like that is not what we're here for. Point is, if your toaster keeps burning your toast, you chuck it and you get a new one. They need to have her, and so far I haven't seen a reason why they wouldn't replace Chopper with a droid that didn't try to sabotage them. Because he literally just intentionally harmed Ezra.
Like, this is like if
and
they
unintentionally is sabotaging their ship.
Well, he's
Because
already
he
tried in the past to kill Ezra.
Yeah,
when he knocked him right off the ship.
But yeah, like he distracted them, so now there's a problem and they're not aware of it.
Basically, the equivalent would be if Anakin had decided to keep R3 throughout the entire
That's what I'm
Clone
thinking.
Wars series.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like you have R3, and they had the exact same problem in those episodes. That they would not get rid of him, even though it was extremely obvious that he was problematic.
Exactly.
But it turned out he was a traitor. So
Sure.
if I didn't know already that Chopper was not a traitor, he's just a quirky droid, I would be thinking, okay, when's it gonna be revealed that he's a traitor?
Yeah, that's absolutely valid.
Should I wait?
Yeah, stick around. Spectre 2 and I would love to talk to you.
You know, an outburst like that is not appreciated.
Neither is all this secrecy.
Conflict born out of her characterization and Hera's characterization too, I guess, because like she's very much like structured and leader and like organized, ranking, and right, like she's more business. It's Fulcrum.
You don't know who Fulcrum is, right?
It's Ahsoka, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need to know that you and Kanan can trust me.
We trust you, Sabine. We just can't tell you everything. It's for the safety of the whole crew. If captured, you can't reveal what you don't know.
I mean, like, that's fair.
Yeah, like this is good conflict because like you can kind of see both sides. So yeah, that is a very nice exchange there.
Yeah, because like when she first was hiding it, I was like, okay, why is she hiding it? But now she's giving a good reason for hiding it. So it's kind of like, yeah, you know what, that's fair, right? Like, it's not that you don't trust her, it's that it's safety precautions.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they do this in the army all the time, right? That's what I kind of mean. Like, Hera is very much army-minded, even though they're not technically an army. Military-minded.
You know what happened when I was a cadet at the Imperial Academy on Mandalore. I trusted the Empire, and it was a nightmare.
It's very open, but again, it's a show for kids, so I let that kind of thing slide.
I think like even outside of that aspect, it's okay because like they have known each other for quite a while as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, but then she's effectively telling her things she already knows.
I guess, yeah.
For me, it's where I start to is if we get told over and over and over again, which admittedly she has mentioned it like twice or 3 times already in this episode, and so it's kind of like, okay, I think we're starting to get it. You were in the Imperial Academy and you didn't
True.
It was bad and you didn't
Yeah.
like it, okay? Please don't say it again. And there's also, it's like, if your telling is not matching your showing, so like
Yeah,
that's another problem. But I haven't seen that yet. And it's obviously I haven't seen, doesn't mean it's not there. I haven't seen it.
Kanan, he knows what he's doing.
Does he?
You guys always seem to love putting him down, so that doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
And she's the leader of the ghost crew.
Yeah, weird. That's just a little weird.
Oh, well, no, that makes sense. Because she said I, and then she said we, and then she said Kanan, right? So, and I have read that, like, they try to present Kanan as the leader so that people don't target Hera.
Oh.
But the thing is, why would you do that with Sabine?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because Sabine would already know that Hera was the leader. Or she should, I guess. Or is that another need to know thing? Yeah, there's this weird kind of like, okay, is it just they're not trusting them? Or is it that like it's just all for safety, or maybe it's a bit of both, right? Like, because you can do something for safety, but like you're paranoid even to the point of like not really trusting the people that you're working with.
This base was abandoned years ago, after the Clone Wars.
You don't happen to know why this base was abandoned?
Because the Clone Wars ended?
I'm starting to have my suspicions.
Are they really going to imply that the base was abandoned because of this thing, and yet Ahsoka's like, yeah guys, come hang out here? Cool creature design though.
You did run a full diagnostic on the Phantom, correct?
Of course.
And you checked the results?
Spectre 2, there might be a small problem with the fuel line.
She didn't notice that when she went to board? Because I was wondering that. I was like, it would still be flashing later, right? Like, it's not just going to clear the results of the diagnostic unless somebody... And it's like she'd have to walk past that to get onto the Phantom. And it is flashing. Problem. I figured that would come into play. I was like, it's either going to disappear, and I'm going to say, that doesn't make sense. It shouldn't just disappear. Or it's still going to be there. And there is no way that she wouldn't do, like, the equivalent of a circle check before getting on it. Especially when she knew that it had just been for repairs.
Hera and Sabine are in danger.
Wow, how could you tell? Could you sense it?
No. I could hear you two yelling outside the door.
The ship is surprisingly lacking in soundproofing. You'd think metal would be a little bit more, like, I guess maybe not.
Whatever those creatures are, they can't take the sun.
Good, but that's going to block out the sun for a long time.
We're on our way. Ghost out.
No way they get here before that asteroid blocks the sun.
So get in your ship. Well, I guess they've kind of shown that they can scratch their way through.
We're not dealing with a who. Judging by the torn-up shuttle in there, locking ourselves in the Phantom won't protect us.
Thank you for addressing that.
Well, we're gonna need bait.
Where do we get that?
You are the bait.
We are it.
What do you want me to do? Dress a dragon, do the hula?
Allow me to introduce you to one of my oldest and most explosive friends.
Yes, run amongst the explosive barrels.
Yes.
This seems wise. It's a delightful sound. It's so very convenient that that explosion did not cause a chain reaction given how close those barrels are to one another.
Dude, you should be terrified of hitting one of those barrels.
Yeah.
Dude, you shot right next to one. Are you stupid? Do you want to die?
You don't use an explosive barrel as cover. This is not a thing that you do. This is the most stupidest plan ever.
Wait for him.
Please stop shooting right next to an explosive barrel.
Boy, it's convenient that did not cause a chain reaction. I'm reminded that this is a show for kids.
What about Wave 5?
We didn't have a plan for Wave 5.
Maybe get on the ship now?
Go up top.
They have the high ground.
They just keep coming!
Are they gonna run out of ammunition? The fanfare.
I got your back!
What about Hera? Don't got her back?
Hera doesn't matter.
These guys aren't so tough.
Bro, are you serious right now? Bro, stop.
Nice moves out there, champ.
Sorry, the kid who is acting cocky and almost got himself killed, your response is, nice moves out there, champ!
Like, I'd assume he's being sarcastic, but he didn't sound sarcastic.
No hitchhikers.
What about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Didn't know the ghost could do that.
There's a lot you don't know about my ship.
Was that flirting?
We're all sorry. Right, Chopper?
Is that a yes or a no?
It's Chopper.
We are making a difference, Sabine. And I promise, we won't always be fighting this battle alone.
Why does she feel over-animated right now?
I was thinking something felt off, but I couldn't put my finger on it, but I think, yeah. She's just moving way too much.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
Like, her eyes are like doing this while her head tails are just going everywhere. And I'm just like, something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
But I can't express it unless you're like, oh, okay.
Okay, don't forget to do the things. Oh, right.
Super thanks.
The problem with having a backlog is that, like, you're months behind everything. So, yeah, like, by the time this is released, we will have enabled super thanks a long time ago.
Yeah.
But, go back in time so you can use super thanks if you want. It would be appreciated.
Or you could just do it now if you want.
There you
would
go.
Still be
That
appreciated.
too. That
but
too.
you don't need a time machine.
No, you need a time machine.
Otherwise, we got lots of exclusive content. We release stuff early. We appreciate comments, subscriptions. Help us out. Sharing around good things for the algorithm. Thank you.
And we have a cute cat.
There's a fluffy kitty. Join us next time for episode 8.
I think I vaguely remember this episode.
I obviously do not. You get to listen to that now.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!